or do you? It should only take about 15
I could
minutes.
just chit chat with you for a few minutes, so I'm waiting for Mr. Benson. I just like to record everything I do, so
Okay. Yeah.
it's okay.
All right, and if
So
you-
what is you? I was napping. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I woke up a little too early. I was up at 2.
Ooh.
And I woke up and did some studies, and I couldn't go back to sleep, so this is why I'm napping like this.
Yeah. I'm glad you're getting caught up. So I just wanted to come in and ask you some questions to get an overview of how you're doing in terms of physically, emotionally, and I know it can be a big adjustment coming into a facility.
Well, I'm an emotional wreck, and I asked for your services when I first got here, and they're ready to discharge me now, and I'm just now seeing you.
Okay.
But I requested to see a psychiatrist when I got here.
So I'm a psychologist.
Psychologist
Okay.
and a psychiatrist.
Okay. All right. 'Cause I know that there was an order for the psychiatrist, and
I requested.
okay. And when did you get in? When did you arrive here?
I believe I arrived on the 21st.
The 21st. Okay.
Yeah, between the 19th and the it had to be between the 20th and the 22nd. I can't remember the exact date that I arrived.
Okay, that's all right. But so it sounds like you've, yeah. 'Cause I just received approval to meet with you today. So,
Okay.
or I noticed it today. All right. So I apologize for that delay.
Okay.
Yeah, and so basically my goal today is just to ask some general questions,
Okay.
and then I can provide services based on kind of the responses and moving forward.
Fine.
All right, and before we go any further, I also just want to let you know the limits to confidentiality.
Yes.
Are you familiar with those? I can go over them, but they're whatever you say with me is confidential within the facility.
Mm-hmm.
But I am part of an interdisciplinary team, and so I do communicate with the different kind of the social services and the doctors and that sort of stuff. So if there's anything that you are uncomfortable sharing with the whole, again, I don't go around sharing everything with everyone, but I write a note, and other people do have access to that, so I just want you to be aware before we meet that there are other people that might have access to the information that you share with me today.
Why is that so?
It's part of the interdisciplinary team, and so it's just the way that kind of, if you were to meet with me in private practice in my own office, you'd have to sign I'd have to do a release of information to share information with anybody. But
With anybody, then where's the Privacy Act?
So what I'm saying is if we were to meet outside in private practice, you would need to give me permission to share information with someone. So here, because it's all within the medical system, it's considered part of kind of a comprehensive care. So I just want you to know that if there's anything that you don't want shared, and again, the information that I give is very generic and vague. But I want you to be aware of that before we begin.
All right.
And then if you have any threat of harming yourself, harming anyone else, or if I have any suspicion that there's abuse going on, that is something that I would have to. I'm a mandated reporter.
So am I. So we're on the same team.
So you know about that.
Yes.
Okay.
All people are mandated reporters, just that they don't talk.
Okay.
Technically speaking, we all should be mandated reporters.
Yeah.
I mean, if I see someone raping a 3-year-old little girl, we're supposed to report that.
That would be the DA.
Yeah, exactly. I would be the district attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the judge and jury in that case.
Yeah, it's hard to justify that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I know you said that you're kind of, was the term mental wreck, is that, or emotional wreck?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit more, maybe what's going on in terms of what that means for you? What that looks like?
Well, for me, it's very personal. There's a lot of personal, interpersonal things that's going on in my life and with my family, with my children and grandchildren.
Okay.
Yeah.
And real quickly, so if you can give me a little overview of your family, how many children do you have?
I have 2 living sons.
Okay. And then did a couple children pass away?
I have 3 deceased children.
That's never easy.
I have 10 grandchildren. 2 of them that, actually 4 of them that I know that are amongst the family. My younger son His 2 children are okay. But my deceased daughter has 4 children, and my oldest son has 4 children. And that's where I'm emotionally declining at, because those 8 children are really going through some things in terms of the system, and particularly starting here in the state of California, that as mandated reporters, a lot of things that have happened because of the people that are in the system that had the power in the system. They took advantage of their power in the system, and because of that, I have 8 children that were placed in circumstances because of their power. And now that, like, for example, my granddaughter, she's now 20. When she was forcefully placed into an environment of strange people who inadvertently, after my daughter died, learned of her death, stole over $35,000 from Social Security. And because of the lady who did it had some connections with the FBI, they had me handcuffed and shackled, and she got away with the money. And they put my mother into the central registry, and they put my whole family under duress, and threw me literally in prison. Forced my granddaughter into an environment with strangers, held her there captive till she became old enough. She found me, and now she's the emotional wreck, because she's like, Grandma, I'm so glad God helped me to find you. And nobody ever did a damn thing about it. And as a mandate